Hi everyone, Johnny here working on my film study skills, and today we are looking at the Bobby Green vs Rafael Fiziev fight from UFC 265. This is an amazing fight with great technical striking, and whilst there were a few themes that came to mind when I was watching this fight, I thought to focus on the Matador versus Bull metaphor as the underlying concept. As the Matador and Bull dance with danger in a bullfight, so too did Green and Fiziev throughout this battle. Each bringing their own style, but off their skills and physical attributes, it was this clash of styles that made this fight so interesting. Bobby Green has what I would term an efficient fighting style, characterized by smaller movements, a more efficient shot selection, and a defensive style that might appear complacent, however works on small details and the just-in-time principle. In this sequence, Green initiates with a shifting cross from southpaw, moving into an orthodox stance before exiting at a different angle to his entry. Note the just-in-time defense employed by Green with his right hand coming up, followed by the shoulder roll on his exit. In this next sequence, compare the size and number of steps taken by both fighters, with Green using less steps and smaller moves in the 50-50. He operates with his hands down as it makes his attacks more difficult to see, whilst encouraging Fiziev to initiate. In terms of shot selection, one example would be Green leading with the lead side kick or teep to the thigh, an efficient way to retain space and disrupt Fiziev's base. With your base disrupted, it becomes hard to fire counters or initiate as the odds are against you. A second example that was common in this fight was Green leading with his shifting cross, throwing the rear cross while switching stances and creating an angle change to either reinitiate or disengage. Green was familiar with the types of counters Fiziev could return with, blocking the left hook and drawing Fiziev into his left jab on the exit. It is these straight shot entries that are reminiscent of Matador's thrust, using the advantage of reach to score before angling out of the danger. Fiziev operates with a more dynamic striking style, characterized by bigger movements, larger reactions, and more loading to generate power in his shots. Although capable of dealing more damage, the energy consumption and output of this style is higher and requires either good cardio or pacing to manage this effectively. Generally, Fiziev likes to throw round shots, whether hooks or round kicks off the side he moves to. Move left and the left hook is likely to follow. Lean right and the right hook or the right kick is likely to appear. It may sound basic, however when it's in play, with the threat of damage coupled with a mixture of feints and pressure, simple can become extremely effective. When Green and Fiziev came together in this fight, it was this contrast of styles and playing to their individual strengths that dictated who would play the Bull and who would play the Matador. When you acknowledge the power of the Bull, it is preferable to avoid situations where you can get gored. As an example, when the distance was breached, Green made a smart decision to avoid the pocket and enter the clinch to mitigate damage by smothering Fiziev's counters. That said, Fiziev proved dangerous in the clinch as well, failed to secure your position in the clinch, and Fiziev was looking to create space to land his right elbow. After receiving a couple of these, Green made an adjustment to prevent Fiziev from creating space to throw the elbow until he was ready to disengage from the exchange. Pay attention to this sequence where, although he hasn't secured a complete underhook, the space is kept small until Green was ready to frame with his left hand and disengage accordingly. As momentum swings in the fight, so too does the role of the Bull and the role of the Matador. If neither party yields, it becomes a firefight, and both of these fighters retain their composure to keep a technical battle throughout. I really enjoyed watching these two artists go at it, and if you haven't already seen it, I would encourage you to check this fight out. Watching the layers of adjustments increase as Green and Fiziev became familiar with each other's fighting styles was a joy to watch, so let's finish this study on that note. If you've enjoyed watching this film study, don't forget to like, subscribe or follow to join me as I continue to work on my film study skills. Thanks for watching.